Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to work on lesson 2.9, multi-step multiplication problems. Let's look at our first problem. At the Sea Park, one section of the stadium has 9 rows with 18 seats in each row. In the center of each of the first 6 rows, 8 seats are in the splash zone. How many seats are not in the splash zone? So we're going to use a graphic organizer to help us solve this first. So we need to figure out what we need to find. So first we need to find the number of seats that are not in the splash zone. So let's look at the information we have. There are 9 rows with 18 seats in each row of the section. There are 6 rows with 8 seats that are in the splash zone. So I can multiply to find both the number of seats in the section and the number of seats in the splash zone. So first you can draw a diagram of the section to show the 9 rows of seats, 9 rows of 18 seats. So as you can see, we have 9 rows. Let's see here. We have 9 rows and 18 seats in each row. So in the center here, we have the splash zone. And we are then remembering that we're asking how many seats are not in the splash zone. So we have to keep in mind, this is not our ultimate answer. We need to find the seats that are not in the splash zone, which are all of these seats. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find out the total number of seats. In order to do that, I must multiply my 18 seats, my 9 rows of 18 seats. And we come to, there are 162 total seats. Now how many seats are not in there? We have to figure out how many are in the splash zone first. So there are 8 seats in 6 rows, which is a total of 48 seats that are in the splash zone. So now remember, we're not looking for that information. We're looking for how many are not in the splash zone. So this is 48 seats right here. And this whole total is 162. So all the seats that are not in the splash zone we have to take away those splash zone seats. So we know there's a total of 162 seats. And there are 48 seats that are in the splash zone. So now we can see that there are a total of 114 seats that are out here not in the splash zone. So how many seats are not in the splash zone? 114. So first I had to find the total number of seats. Then I had to find the section that was the splash zone and take that away to give me the remaining 114 seats. Yet another problem. At the Sea Park, one section of the Shark Theater has 8 rows with 14 seats in each row. In the middle of this section, we have 4 rows of 6 seats that are reserved. So how many seats are not reserved? So if you want a visual, we'll just draw one quickly here. We have 8 rows with 14 seats in each row. But in this middle section, we have 4 rows of 6 seats. So we have 4 rows of 6 seats in the middle. And we want to make sure how many seats are not reserved. And this right here is reserved seating. So we need to figure out how many seats are here. So in order to do that, we must think. First, what do we want to know? We want to know how many seats are not reserved. Then, what information do we need? We have the total number of seats. So that is 14 times 8. So we have 112 seats total. This is our total. Now we need to find this section of seats that are reserved. So 6 times 4, we have 24 seats reserved. Now we have to find out those remaining seats that are not reserved. So of 112 seats, if 24 are reserved, the remaining seats should be the not reserved seats. So we have 88 seats that are not reserved. Okay, boys and girls, please be sure to go on to Canvas again and complete the quiz that has been provided for you to complete. And so those are your check problems for the night. Have a good night.